If you're a chiropractor who's looking for a plan to take your practice to seven figures or beyond this year, I want to share with you the same four-step plan that all of our seven and eight-figure clients are using to consistently grow their practices, and it does not require doing stem cells or becoming medically integrated. For those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Neil Gass with Grow Smart Marketing. We work with doctors and chiropractors and medical clinics all over the country running lead generation live event campaigns for them. We've been very blessed to have been able to work with some of the most successful chiropractic practices throughout the country over the last few years. And I've had a number of you reach out and ask about this kind of a business model that will allow for very rapid growth without having to become medically integrated. And because we have a front row seat to see how they do it, I want to share this kind of four-step master plan with you to hopefully help you as you're planning out your growth for the new year. Today, I just want to give you kind of a high-level overview so you can wrap your head around the business model and kind of get started, maybe moving down that path. So here's the plan in a nutshell. Step one is to do what we call an online presence analysis. This is where you go and look up your practice on the computer to see what your prospective patients are seeing about you. Since we're going after a higher income, more affluent crowd with our marketing, it's really important that we look the part. There was a report that came out a few months back from Doctor.com, surveyed like 1,700 healthcare buyers to find out how they went about finding a new specialty doctor. And they found that 81% of people who were given a strong referral from their primary care physician still went online to check out that doctor before booking an appointment. Now, we're talking about a referral from your primary care physician. It doesn't really get much more trusted than that. So you can be sure that regardless of how they hear about you, your prospective patients are going to go online and check you out before they come in. We're basically talking about things like your online reviews, your reputation, what your website looks like, what your Facebook page looks like. Are you posting content on a somewhat regular basis? The online directories, do they have correct or information that's not outdated or inaccurate? If you don't look the part of a professional medical organization, you're going to have a hard time getting affluent patients, which is who we're targeting in these next few steps. It doesn't have to be phenomenal. It just can't look old and outdated with errors and incorrect information, and certainly not bad reviews that haven't been addressed. So step one is basically like setting the foundation. You need to get that in as good a shape as possible so that we're not shooting ourselves in the foot as we move forward with the rest of the plan. So step two is to offer some kind of high-ticket cash-based services that are in demand. We got a lot of doctors that are doing very well with programs like neuropathy, medical weight loss, laser and decompression therapies, autoimmune disease treatments, diabetes, other services like these. The key is that they're high-ticket services, and there needs to be a lot of people out there who need it, right? Step three, then, is to run paid ads that are highly targeted to attract the right kind of patients. Typically, the more affluent patients who are happy to pay cash for these kinds of services, as long as you're able to actually deliver real results. But doing paid advertising gives you the ability to effectively scale up the campaigns once you get them dialed in. For example, our clients know that for every $1 they put in the front end, they're going to get back at least $3 to $5 out the back end. In many cases, they're getting more like $10 or $20 out the back end. But that's only possible with a paid advertising campaign that's both controllable and scalable. Then step four is to build a patient engagement funnel. Now, this is an automated system where you send your paid traffic to educate them about your services. You're going to convince them to sign up for a free consultation. Then you're going to follow up with them with automated text and emails to further educate them, prove that you're the right person to solve their problem. It's another one of our secrets there is that educating the prospects is a really important component of a successful marketing program. But here's the real secret to selling more patients on care, is that if you do the patient engagement funnel correctly, by the time they walk into your office, they should be 90% sold on you. But if you wait until they get to your office to do all the selling, that's where most practices are missing the ball and losing out on the sales. So let me tell you a quick story about a friend of ours who's also a longtime client. For about 7 or 8 years, he was running what we would call a typical chiropractic practice. They were doing adjustments, physical therapy, auto accident cases, taking insurance, all those normal things. And they were doing really well. They had several doctors in there. They had a couple of physical therapists, a massage therapist, a few office staff. Then in 2015, when the big insurance company started pulling the rug out from under everyone, he got hit pretty hard with that. Hard enough that by 2016, he had to close the practice. He was out of business. As you can imagine, I mean, that's really tough on a person who's made that kind of commitment. You know, he's doing everything right. He was really helping a lot of people. But when the insurance dries up and the money runs out, there's not much else you can do. But probably like yourself, he's committed to helping people lead happier and healthier lives. So in 2017, he borrowed some money from friends and family and opened a new clinic. But this time he did it differently. This time he started by offering high-ticket, cash-based services like functional medicine, autoimmune disease treatments, medical weight loss, all the things we talked about. And he was deliberate about targeting a more affluent segment of the market that was willing and able to pay cash for the services. See, he knew how to deliver results. He had great services that really worked, and he's been able to cure a lot of tough cases and diseases. Well, to make the long story short, within 2 years, he's now grown to 5 separate practices that are all doing really well. And he did it by following these 4 basic steps that I just outlined. So as you're making your plans for this year, on what programs you're going to offer and how you're going to grow your practice, I hope you'll consider these 4 steps. And hey, if you want to be sure to see the next few videos where we start digging deeper into each of these steps, you should probably either like or share or maybe comment on this video, as that basically tells Facebook that you want to see more of them. I realize that's a little self-serving, but hopefully you're getting some real valuable information out of these. That's really my goal here. As always, I appreciate your time. If you know a doctor who you think might benefit from this kind of information, please share this video with them. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.